What's up, everybody? This is Danny Trades here for another market recap. We had two winning trades today, and we have one open position still, and we started another one. I'll be going over that in just 1 second. Got a new microphone today. Let me know how it sounds if there is anybody watching this. Hopefully, this is just a little bit better than the all-in-one PC sound. By the way, if you notice a difference in quality across my videos, it's usually because I am recording at work, not on the clock, and recording at home. At home, of course, I have a much better setup, high resolution setup, also a widescreen monitor. That's probably why you get those annoying black bars on the top and bottom on those videos. But right now, I'm just working with what I got. If we get to the point where this channel actually starts to grow, then I'll put some money into trying to up the production value. But for now, we're just going to jump into the charts today. I just wanted to take a look at the NASDAQ market real quick using the QQQ ETF. This is just a good lesson right here that I learned. One of my mentors, good old Ricky Gutierrez, says every previous sell-off or recession is going to be viewed as a missed opportunity. And boy, was he right. Because this is all 2022 coming in, and then right at the turn of 2023, we have just been bullish as all hell. And if we would have got in right here, 33% to the upside, then this is just a very, very safe dividend-paying ETF. If we would have stayed in swung trade TQQQ, it would have been 3 times that. It would have been 66%. So we would have had all kinds of time. And gee whiz, if we invested in something like AMD, that's not even that bad, that amazing. Yeah, it is amazing. 131% we would have been up if we just invested in AMD at the beginning of the year. So that's absolutely insane. And just for shits and giggles, we'll look at NVIDIA. Look at this. If we would have invested at the beginning of the year, right about here, we would be up 180%. That means if you had a $100 position, you would be up $180. That is crazy. So I'm definitely going to keep that. There's no way I can forget this. If I ever see a sell-off like this in my lifetime, I'm going to wait for that bottom to come in, and I don't care if I buy the dip before or I buy a little bit late. I am buying and I am holding. So that is just one lesson that I've learned. It also makes a big case for longer hold times, way longer hold times than I'm used to. So anyways, we're going to be going over a couple of my winning trades today and the open positions that I still have. First one that we're going to be taking a look at is SOFI. And as I said in my last video, we are still going with the new rules. We are not looking at our P&L. We do not have any dollar signs flashing at us. Nothing to psych me out and get me all squirrely about my positions. And I'm actually forming a new edge right now. I'll show you a sneak preview of that in a second. But it seems like it's going to work out pretty well, and these two trades that I won today are a direct result of that. Very, very simple strategy. Just don't really know how I'm going to manage it yet. But basically, long story short, this was our position on SPY. It was just in keeping with the new rules. It was I'm sorry, this is a SOFI. It's 40 shares, and so under $500 is about $200 and something. And we entered it yesterday. I hate how this flashes like this. I've talked about that before. But we'll zoom in a little bit here. Stayed on the 1 hour time frame the whole time. Got the MACD crossover buy signal that I wanted to get. And entered right here yesterday. And then within the first few hours of market being open, we hit our target. And walked away with $7.68. Not a super big win, but it was just kind of dipping my toes in the water with this new strategy. So I'm very happy with that. We'll look at re-entering if it pulls back. Could have gotten a little bit more out of it, but we're not really going for big wins right now. We're just testing the strategy to see that it even is viable. So second win was on SPY, kind of the same story. Got the buy signal I was looking for, and if you're not seeing these buy signals that I'm talking about, it's because I was looking at TradingView, and I'll go over that in a second. but entered yesterday right around here. It jumped up a little bit before the market closed yesterday, sold off. We had a bunch of good reports this morning. It was what got a lot of good fundamentals. And then this baby just took off. And of course, we hit our target, and I just set the target for the nearest, like the middle of the nearest resistance zone, which would have been something like this. And so I think that was a fair target, and we hit it. And I'm not really mad that I missed out on that, especially because it was only 2 shares of SPY. I forget how many percent it was up, but walked away with $5.88. So we got 2 wins for this new strategy that we're doing. And then just to update on my PEP, my Pepsi position, using the same strategy, I got a buy signal at TradingView right here. Also, Pepsi moves kind of weird. It doesn't move like a lot of other stocks. If you look back, it kind of looks like a lie detector test a little bit. It scribbles back and forth. I wouldn't say that it's necessarily volatile, but it's just really challenging to kind of read higher highs and higher lows sometimes. But this is an overall short position, like I talked about before. It's clearly in a very strong downtrend. But it is likely to have a little bit of an upswing here like it has in the past, something like this or something like this. So I'm just looking to catch a few percent of it. So we just have 2 shares on the table right here. And if you look closely enough, we got a little bit of we got lower low, higher low, and then we also have a bit of a higher high right here. And then we also have some RSI, where is it? RSI divergence right here. We made a lower low on the candle, but then we made, lower low on the candle here, but it was a higher high on the RSI. So that's RSI divergence, and that's a sign of a impending reversal. So we're just going to let that play out and see how it goes. The other position that I entered today was Starbucks. Again, this is a part of the same new strategy that we're working with. Although this is on a very bearish overall trend right now. I don't know if you call it very bearish. But got a signal right here, and we are in a supply zone. Demand zone. And so that strengthens our case. And then this position indicator is the plan right here. We're kind of down on it right now, but we just entered right there. So we'll see how that goes. That's probably a little bit longer of a hold time. And we'll just see how that goes. So just to review the progress on the account today, we are up about, I think it's $12 with 2 wins. We're green on the month. And, that's all that a humble little swing trader can ask for. And just to give you a quick preview of the new strategy, we'll take a look at the setup we have here. We have 2 new indicators that we're working with. We have the bulls v bears. And basically it just looks like this is an area under the curve, like the distance between the moving average and the candles. It shows you just how much the bulls are in power versus how much the bears are in power. And then we have the trader trend, which I'll talk more about that when I do a video on my new set of rules, my new edge. And I'll lay out exactly what I'm looking for entries, exactly what I'm looking for exits. I'm actually going to write that out so it's clear cut, no decisions to be made. It either meets the conditions or it doesn't. And then we're just going to implement that. I also need to back test it, which I'm learning how to do right now. And that is about it. I also need to figure out whether I'm going to be primarily charting on TradingView and just using Webull to place my trades, not even looking at charts on Webull. So I'm just trying to figure out which of those is going to make the most psychologically bearable trading strategy that I can come up with. So that is all the updates that I have for you today. If there's anybody watching this, please like, subscribe, leave a comment, whatever you want to do. If you have any advice for me, I would love to hear it. If you have any pats on the backs, I would love to hear those too. But hopefully you are green today, and I'm very grateful and humbled to be in green today. So that is all for today. God bless, and I'll see you later.